right here to do the not safe for work tag, the NSFW tag. Is that the right order of the letters? Yes. Yes. Anyway, I was tagged by my friend Jen. So thanks, Jen. I will link her video down below. Yeah, so she tagged me because she was really interested in seeing my choices for the questions to this tag, and I think that my choices aren't that typical, but that's just me. So let's just go ahead and go into this tag and you'll see what I'm talking about, I guess. I might have some of the same answers as Jen because Jen's answers were really, really good. But yeah, let's just go ahead and see what I did. Yeah. Okay. By the way, the original tag of this video is by, hold on, I wrote it down, Luke at Luke Lane Reads and Katie from Chapter Stacks. So I will link those videos down below. Yeah, so let's get started. There are, I think, 7 or 8 questions. Oh, I'm wrong. There are 10 questions. Jeez. I'm already failing. Okay, question 1. I will be reading from my laptop. What is the last book you would want your parents to walk in on you reading? My mom is kind of like whatever. So let me see. I'm going to change it to what book would I not want to be seen in public reading. And for me, that's anything by Amber Lynn. Amber Lynn is a little bit of a contemporary romance erotica, like she's a risque erotica novelist, and so yeah, I wouldn't want anyone to know that I was reading her stuff, even though based off the covers you couldn't tell it was anything crazy. If we're going based off covers, White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Or the Fix trilogy by Laura Lynn Page. But in this particular case, let's stick with Amber Lynn. Okay, question 2. It's storming outside and you're home alone for the night. What book would only make matters worse? I have a combo. The first book is, well, I'm going to say The Fifth Wave. I don't have The Fifth Wave with me right now, so I'm going to hold up The Infinite Sea. This book really freaked me out just because of the context of the book. But let's combine that with The Unwind book by Neil Shusterman. This world is freaking nutso crazy. This would freak me the heck out because, oh my gosh, yeah, body parts and like other crap. Question 3. Have you ever read a book simply because of the controversy surrounding it? Yes. People might go with the typical answer of 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James or Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. I didn't go with either of those. I went with Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma. This book is a controversy in its own because it's about an incestuous relationship, a really permissible, I don't want to say permissible, but it essentially incestual relationship, not sexual, but incestual relationship between a brother and a sister. And I guess the controversy behind it is because you almost want to root for the brother and sister because of everything else that's happening, but then gross. So this one. Okay, number 4. What is the most cringe-inducing romance or sex scene you have ever read? 3 Nights with a Rock Star. Ooh, that accent. 3 Nights with a Rock Star by Amber Lynn. I didn't even finish this book. It wasn't the sex. It was, oh, and I think at one point, if I remember correctly, there was a threesome, and it just didn't make sense. The late girl wanted to have, the deal was to have sex with this rock star who, I guess, shared her with somebody. I don't know. I just remember me not being okay with it, and I was just like, ooh, and I stopped reading it. So, yeah. Number 5. What book made you question the author's sanity? Unwind by Neil Shusterman. In fact, I wrote to him saying, what the heck is in your brain? Seriously. What? This book is seriously crazy. Like, crazy, insane. What the freak? But it's so good. Alright. Have you ever put down a book and not finished it because the content was too much for you? Yes, most books by Amber Lynn, most of them. And then this one book by Colette Abedi called Mad Love. I finished it, but I had to put it down for a minute because I just wasn't loving it too much. It was a little, it wasn't racy, so to speak, but it was kind of, this is too much for me in that this makes no sense. Why are they having sex for this particular reason? Or why, you know, it involves sex. The reasoning behind it and why it happened was too much for me. Okay, next question. What fictional character do you have the most not safe for work thoughts about? I have more than one. So I'm going to give you, I think, 3. Yeah. Jace Wayland from the Mortal Instrument series. Oh, I could make things happen with that boy. I could make things happen with Jace Wayland / Herondale. Jace Herondale, really. Roth from White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Oh. Just give me a moment. It's a bad idea to wear this sweater. I love Roth. And then my boy Rule Archer. Look at those sleeves. Those tattoo sleeves. The ink. All 3 of these guys have tattoos or body markings because they're not really called tattoos in the Mortal Instruments world. They're called runes, but body markings. Number 8, show us your most not safe for work book cover or drawings, photos inside a book. Okay. You can't tell from the main cover, but this is a bind up of the 3 books. But each of the books themselves has a racy cover. This is the Fixed trilogy by Laura Lynn Page. So let me come close so you can see the individual books. This is the bind up, like I said. But look down here. Here's here's Fixed on You right here. And then it gets more risque with Found in You. And then even more risque because there's almost some nipple behind that letter. Forever with You. Look at that. That is risque. Very risque. So, yeah, I don't read this out in public. Well, I read it, but, you know, no public. And then on the sides, they have it there on the sides, too. Okay, next question. Have you ever read something from the erotica romance genre, and what did you think? Yes, I have read something from that genre, and I loved it. Let me be clear, though. Let me give you an example. This book right here. This is Command Me by Geneva Lee. This book is phenomenal. It's classified as an erotic romance, and it is an erotic romance, but it is brilliant. It is so, so good. Everything, I don't know if you can describe it as tasteful erotica, but it was tasteful to me because it was all intentional. It was all purposeful. Every single scene had a reason for being there. It wasn't just, let's just put sex in the book because we're an erotic book. Erotica, for the sake of being erotica, for me, isn't good. I don't like it. But in this particular case, the erotica and the raunchy sex and all the scenes, very purposeful. Very important to the character's development. And I loved it. That is the only reason I can say I loved an erotic novel. Because of the intent. And it was amazing. Final question. You stumble across a portkey. What fictional world would you not want to be transported into? I have 2 options for you. Option number 1. Unwind. I don't want to go here. I don't want to be chopped up. No, even though I think I'm past the age that your parents can permit you to be like chopped up. or unwound rather. But still, to know that you live in a world where this is okay, this is sickening. I don't want to live in that world. I don't want to go. No, thank you, no, no. And then the second world, Pan Am. I don't want to live here. You're basically sending kids to die. I don't want to die. Or I don't want my kids to die. This is, what is happening here? When you really think about it in the grand scheme of things, this is some effed up stuff. Like, you're basically sending kids into the Hunger Games to die, and then whoever wins, they won because they killed everybody. Like, you're basically deemed a victor because you're a murderer. What? I mean, granted, there are some characters that die because of other things that Pan Am or the Capitol imposes in the games, but essentially, I mean, basically, you're an accomplice to murder. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's weird, and why do I want to live here? Why do I want to live here? Granted, I'm too old. No, you're not too old, because freaking oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, let's stop. I'm getting into this book. Yeah. I don't want to live in either one of these places. Bottom line. Okay, so that is the not safe for work tag. That is it. I'm done. I don't know who I'm going to tag. Who am I going to tag? If I tag people, I'll link it down below, or I'll type it down below in the description. But yeah, if you guys want to do this tag, comment down below with any answers to the questions. I'm going to leave the questions down below. But yeah, thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. This was a lot of fun to make. Yay. I'm glad I did it. So thanks for tagging me, Jen. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel to get that next video in your feed. So, bye guys.